Hi guys, if you missed the post bag episode, I ordered totally the wrong size switch. Double pole, double throw, center off is the technical description. Double pole means it's got 2 rows of switches. Double throw means it goes both ways. Center off means in the middle position it's not doing anything. So it's the right switch, but it's a little bit bigger than the one that I wanted. My mistake. That one goes in there. Possibly I might be able to cut enough of the bodywork away for that one to fit in there. But as a temporary measure, I'm going to fit it in the front here, where this little panel goes. I've 3D printed a panel that's the same size, so it'll go in the same place, and that switch will fit on the front of it, like that. So that'll fit in there. I've just used random colour there. I haven't made any attempt to make it black or anything, because this is a temporary fix. So that'll go in there. One reason it's a temporary fix is when this goes in position, there should be a couple of arms on the front here that I assume there should be something coming out of these 2 holes, that one and the one on that side, out this way, that these 2 should connect to. And as the arm goes up and down, it alters the angle of that. Those are missing anyway, or that one's broken and the other one's completely missing. So I'll have to try and find some pictures to get an idea of what it should look like. But that will go about there somewhere. So this sticking out the front might get in the way. But while we don't have those bits, it doesn't matter. So I'll wire it up. We'll see if we can get it going. And I'll see if I can order the right size bit. I've had a quick look on AliExpress, and all the ones that I've found so far are still too big. But AliExpress is a big site for electronic stuff, so I can probably find something the right size eventually. Anyway, I'll do the wiring, we'll put it up together, and we'll see if we can actually get it running. This won't be particularly clear until I put it all back together, but at the moment we have the battery connected to the switch. Push it one way, let's move that out of the way, and it's turning, and we've got both lights on. Go the other way, turning the other way, and we have both lights on. I mentioned both lights because the wires going to the lights had broken as well. I've had to resolder them. The original wires are hopeless. I've had to replace most of them. I got 1 pair of wires from the original, all the rest are new. Anyway, we'll try and get it back together so at least we can see it running. All back together, temporary. I'll show you a few reasons why it's temporary. Obviously, I need to 3D print something to cover this broken bit at the top. We're using a lithium-ion battery rather than 2 AA batteries. So I haven't actually recreated the box for the battery, although that's probably fine. And that switch actually fouls the back of the whatever you call that bit at the front. I could push it back a bit. I'd have to bend the contacts out the way because there's bodywork in the way. That won't go in much further as it is. But this is good enough to actually get it running. So we've achieved the primary objective, which is getting it running again. Whether I spend time trying to work out all the bits that are missing, I'll think about that. Because as I say, this won't go up and down properly without rearranging that. I mean, I could just chop the top off the switch and then it'll fit anyway. But then we'll probably foul these bits when they come up and down. I assume that there should be some connection from that hole there down to there. Probably something comes out this way and links into them. Not quite sure how. I'll have to find a picture of one, try and figure out how it works. Because this thing does sort of tilt backwards and forwards a little bit. It doesn't do it as it's moving along. It's not powered in any way. It's just, that's what those fixings are for. Obviously it's missing another chimney, or what do you want to call that, just there. That would be fairly easy to print. Now, as I say, this little bit here, we could 3D print another one that would fit for what it's worth. I don't think this was worth £1.99 to begin with, because it was in such a bad state. And I've already spent, what was that, £3 something or other for the switches. I mean, yes, it was a pack of 5, but you couldn't buy them individually anyway. And when you add postage to it, even if you bought one on its own, it was going to be a couple of pounds. So, and we could possibly have fitted that on the back here if we had cut a big hole in there. There's quite a bit of other bits and pieces you have to cut out the way, but it could potentially have gone on the back. But the bottom line is that is now working. It does everything that it should do, which is go forwards and backwards. And that's about it. I've had a look online. I can't find this particular brand with Dominators written on it. And there is no brand name stamped on it anywhere. Unless it was on one of the stickers, which have disappeared. All I can find is Dominator Dom3 D11. Dominators D11, yeah. So that might be the last video in this little series. I might 3D print something to go up there. It really depends on whether I can be interested enough to try and get another switch. I've had a look already, but I can't find one the size that I actually want. I can find smaller ones than that, but not a perfect match. Let's go in that little box there.
So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave us a comment so I know how I'm doing. And somewhere up here there'll be some links to related playlists. Thanks again.